share my screen. I want you to discuss. Today we are discussing about conditional column, right? Okay. How the conditional column will work and everything that we discussed. Very, very important conditional column. Conditional column is very, very important. Okay. So everyone
is conditional column. What is conditional column? Based on the existing column values, if you want to generate your own output, then must and should conditional column is used. Yesterday I showed you one example, right? Like suppose for example, even this one, suppose there is a weak name column is there. I want 3 digits only. Sorry, 3 characters only. First 3 characters only. Or like anything. Suppose for Wednesday, I'm giving 3 here. I want to give 1. Okay. Because is that is my requirement. So as per your requirement, whatever existing column value is there, based on the existing column value, if you want to generate our own output means must and should you have to use conditional column. Very, very important. Don't forget this one. Next one is index column. In index column, there are two types of index columns are there. Okay. How many types? Two types. Okay. What is index column? Means generate a sequential values is called as index. Generating a sequential values for all the rows in a table is called as index. See, index column means generating sequential values. If you want to generate sequential values, must and should we have to use, okay, index, index, index column. Okay, automatically it will generate all the sequential. That means sequential values means you know, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. That means how many rows are there in the table for all the rows. For all the rows in the table, it will generate a sequential values. Understand clearly or not? Okay. If you want to generate a sequential values, you have to use index column. In index column, there are three types are there. One is from zero. From zero means no value starts from zero. That means value start from 0, 1, 2, 3, like a number of records. That means in the table, how many records are there? For all the records, it will be generated. Understand? See here from zero. Is that clear or not? Next one. From one means what is from one? Means from starting with one. Okay. Previously starting with zero. Now it will start from one. One to how many number of rows are there? For all the rows, it will generate a sequential values. Understand clearly or not? Okay. Suppose for example, suppose for custom. What is custom will do? That means By using from 0 or from 1, we always start from starting itself, either 0 or 1. But I don't want to start from 0 or 1. I want to give my own. Means I want to start from 2, or else I want to start from 0, or else I want to start from 1. I want to start from 5. Like that. Whatever whatever number you need to start, that you have to give by using only custom. In the custom, you can give any starting index. Suppose I'm starts with 2. Starts with 2. Increment how much it is? Means suppose I'm giving 2. What is the meaning of starting index is 2, increment is 2? What is the meaning of this one? Means that means the value start from 2. Okay. What is the next value it is generated? 2 current value plus incremental value. What is that one? That means what is the value? 2 plus 2. What is that one? 4 it is. Understand? Next value? 4 plus 2. Current value, whatever it is there, current value plus this incremental value. Okay. First starting with 2, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, like that it will display. Understand? Is that clear or not? Okay. So this is about index one. Understand clearly or not? Any doubts in this one? Next one is duplicate. What is duplicate? See here, there is an option called duplicate. What is duplicate column? Copy of the column. If you want to create a copy of the column, suppose same, same. See here, I want the same column, another column I wanted. Same values, everything same. That is copy of the column. If you want to create the copy of the column, you have to select the column first and click on duplicate. See here, duplicate column is created or not? This is one way. Another way is also there. Select that particular column and right click on that particular column. You will see an option called duplicate. Any of the option is also. See, right click on the column also, like whatever options up to now we discuss, same options are available if you right click on any of the column. See here, copy, remove, remove other columns, duplicate columns, remove duplicate, remove errors. This is change type. You can change the data type of the column, transform, replace values, replace errors, split, okay, group by, okay, fill, down and up, unpivot columns, unpivot other columns, unpivot selected columns, rename, move, move the column from one place to another place, drill down, add, add as a new, like that, there are different options are there. Understand clearly? Or not? Those options also we can use it. Understand clearly? Or not? This is about add column tab. Vijay, what is this, Vijay? You are explaining up to here, these only. But these related one we already discussed, right? See here, format, merge columns, extract, pairs, statistic, standard, round, date, time. We already discussed this one. Where we need to discuss in transform tab itself. Again, it is repeating here itself. Understand clearly now? Okay. Now note it down the important options in transform data. Okay. Not only this one, one second. Still it is not completed. We need to discuss about view tab also. What is view tab will do means, see here, in view tab, the first one is query settings. What is this one? What is this option? Query settings. See here, for any data set, if you select any data set on the right side, did you see the query settings tab is there or not? This is the query settings tab. Okay. So suppose sometimes if it is closed or if you want to close it, then under view tab, if you click on this one, that will be closed. Did you see? Understand or not? Again, if you want to enable it, click on the same option again. Okay. See here. But query settings are very, very important because we need to see what transformation options are applied. So that's the reason every time the query settings must and should required. If sometimes if it is in disable mode also, you need to come to view tab and click on this particular one. It is enabled. Understand clearly or not? Next one is formula bar. See here above the data set. Did you see whatever options you applied it? With that option, automatically Power BI will generate some code in formula bar. That code we can call it as M language code. Okay, this is M language code. This automatically Power BI will generate. You know it. You just apply the add column. But in M language, Power BI automatically generate that code. It is okay. Okay. Sometimes this is very useful. Okay. Because suppose for example, I'm replacing a value. With what column replacing a value? If you want to know, here itself we can see. See here. Suppose for example, uh, I'm applying a merge column. Okay. I'm applying a merge column. On which column that merge option is applied? If you expand that one, see here from which column it is date. Okay. And month name length. That means in query settings, whatever only you will see the transformation step name. But in which column you applied means must and should. If you select that particular step on which columns it is applied. If you want to know must and should, you have to see it in the formula bar. If suppose formula bar is in disabled, if you want to disable the formula bar, you have to uncheck this formula bar. Okay. When you uncheck the formula bar is disabled. If you check it again the formula bar is enabled. Understand clearly or not? Okay. Next option is monospaced. What is monospaced? If you want to change the font of the complete report, complete all the data sets. If you want to change the font, this is the font. Monospaced is the font. If you want to change, see here, if I check this one, see all the values of that particular, all the columns are changed or not? Font is changed or not? Font, see here, monospaced is the font. Understand clearly or not? Next one, see here, show white spaces is not required. Next one is column quality. What is column quality? When you check this one, for each and every column, how many valid values are there? How many empty values are there? How many errors are there? In percentage wise, it will show it. Understand clearly now? See here, valid is all are valid values. So that's the reason 100% is. Suppose, for example, see here, suppose this is the one. Valid, how many are there? 80% is empty. Empty means blank. Blank, how many are there in that one? 20. How it is calculated, you tell me. How this 20% or 80% is getting? How they are calculated this one? Do you know anyone knows that one? 80% 20% is getting. Okay. How it is calculated? How 20% is getting? What formula they are writing there? Hmm? I'm asking formula. You are getting 20%. How you are getting 20%? How they are calculating 20% and give the result, or 80%, whatever it is, means how many are blank values? One. One divided by how many total number of records are there in sales column? How many? 5. 1 divided by 5 into 100. How much it is? How much it is? 20%. That's what it is showing. If suppose valid is means 80%. How if 80% it is here? Not null values or not error values. What values are there? Those values divided by total number of records in a column into 100. 4 divided by 4 divided by okay 4 divided by 5 into 100. What is that one? 80. That's what it is showing here. Is that clear? Like that it will be carried. If suppose errors are there, errors also, how many errors are there divided by total number of records in the column into 100? That's what it is calculated. Understand clearly? So next one, column distribution. What is column distribution? See here, in a graphical manner, this is a graphical manner. How many distinct values, how many unique values are there? Those it will show here. Understand clearly or not? Okay. So rooms break out. రూమ్స్ బ్రేక్అవుట్ ఇక్కడ ఒకటి ఉంచండి, ఒకటి ఉంచండి ఇక్కడ. Okay, see here. Next one is column distribution. What is column distribution? In a graphical manner, it will shows like five. It will shows like in a column distinct and unique values in the format it will shows. Vijay, what is the difference between distinct and unique? Distinct means without duplicates. That means without duplicates, not that one. Removing a duplicate. That means each value will consider as only one value. Understand or not? How many are there? Those we can call it as a distinct. Distinct means each value we can consider as only one. Understand? Then how many records are there that we can call it as a distinct? What is unique? That means whichever values are one records, those only if you want to count it, that we can call it as unique. You understand what I'm saying? Only one record, how many are there? Those we can call it as unique. Okay. See, video see? See here. What is that one? Four distinct, three unique. What is the meaning of this one? How many your distinct records are there? Distinct means each value will consider as one. 8 two times are there. We need to consider as one time only. One. Three, how many? Three, one time. Seven, one time. Five, one time. How many are there? Four. That's what it is showing distinct. Unique means only one related records. How many are there here in this particular column? One related record. How many are there? What are those? Three, seven, five. One record only it is there. That's the reason. Those we need to consider. See here, three is unique. You understand the difference between distinct and unique? So this is. Next one is column profiling. Column profiling means whichever column you selected, that column, how many records are there, how many errors are there, how many empties are there, how many distinct are there, how many unique are there, what is the minimum value, what is the maximum value, what is the average. Okay, all the things it will show here. Which column you are selected, that column related all the details are below the table, it will show. Understand clearly? Next one is go to column. What is go to column option will do? Means if you want to change the selection of the column from one column to another column, if you want to change the selection of the column, okay, if you want to change the selection of the column, then must and should we have to use go to column. Understand clearly or not? See here, we already discussed this one, right? Go to column. Where we discussed this one? Do you remember that one? In home tab, which option? In home tab, which option? Very good. Choose columns. Here itself it is there. So choose column, go to column. Same option here also. Understand clearly or not? We already discussed advanced editor or not? In home tab, advanced editor, here there. Same option here also. Next one is query dependencies. What is query dependencies? Means very important. You have to remember this option also. Okay. What is this option will do is, so you know here only the data set names, but this data from which data source it is getting, how would I know? You understand what I'm saying? That this data set enter data. From which data source you are getting that one? How would I know? By seeing the data set, we can easily identify? No. So that's the reason. Go to query dependencies. In query dependencies, what will happen is this data set from which data source it is getting, it will clearly tells and it will load that particular one. With the same data source, first financial table. After that, group one table. See here also. This is the one. Okay, change in one. With this one, what is this one? Left table, right table. Okay. From right table to right table of two. From left table to mid one. Like that. There is a line, relationship line is there, so that we can easily identify it from which table to which table it is. Understand? Okay. Is that clear? Is that clear or not? This is how we can use each and every option in that. Understand clearly? Or not? Huh? Is that clear or not? Is that clear or not? This is about all the transformation options. Okay. Note it down. important options in transform data. At least you need to more focus on this particular one. Remaining options, forget that one. Not required to use that one. Understand clearly? Very, very important options I will tell you. Those only you have to prepare. Don't prepare other related one. Understand? So first, in home tab, close and apply option is very important. In home tab, close and apply. In close and apply, three options are there, right? All the three options are very important. Close and apply option is important. New source option is important. New source option is important. New source option is important. Next one is enter data is important. Enter data is important. Data source settings is important. That means inside the data source setting, you will see different options like change source, export prepaid, edit permissions, clear permissions, everything. Okay, data source setting. Next one is parameter. In manage parameter, only changing environment parameter only it is important. In manage parameter, I am explaining two parameters, right? One is filtering column values, another one is changing environment. Only changing environment is important. Understand? Next one is refresh preview. Refresh preview also very important. Sometimes if the data, if you want to load it, then you have to click on refresh preview. From any data source, if you want to load the data again, refresh preview is important. Okay. If you want to change the data set name means you know, right? How to change the data set name? 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 I told you multiple ways it is. Double click on this one. Double click. You don't know you didn't operate Excel. I told you, right? In Excel related one, what are all the options we can do? Same thing here. Column name changing, double click. Data set name changing, double click. Okay. Advanced editor option also important. What is the use of advanced editor? Changing the paths. If you want to change the paths of any data source means you can use advanced editor. Very important. Understand? Next one is under manage, three options are important. What are those three options? Delete, duplicate, and preference. Those three are very important. Understand or not? Choose columns is not required to use it. Okay. Remove columns are important. Remove columns are important. Remove columns are important. Okay. Next one is remove rows. Under remove rows, remove duplicate, remove blank rows, remove errors. Only these three important. Under remove rows, remove duplicate, remove blank rows, remove errors. Only these three important. Understand? Next one. Sort option is also important. Next one is in split column, only by delimiter option is important. In split column, only by delimiter option is important. Only by delimiter. In split column, only by delimiter option is important. Next one is group by. Group by option is important. Next one is change the data types. Data type changing option also very important. Okay. Next one is use first row as header. Option is very important. Next one is replace values option is important. Next one is merge query is important and append query is important. Both are important. Merge queries, append queries. Next one is transform tab. In this one, rename option is important. In transform tab, rename option is important. What is rename? What is rename? What is this option? Will do. Changing the column. How you can change the column name? Another option. Double click on that column header. It will automatically. Did you see? Understand clearly. Next one is replace errors is important. We already know replace values. Replace errors is also important. Next one is unpivot columns is important. Unpivot columns is important. All the options in that particular option, it is important. Unpivot columns, unpivot selected columns, unpivot other columns. All the three are important. Next. Yeah. If you want to move the column, how you can move the column from one place to another place in the same data set? Drag and drop is the option or else move option. Okay, important. Okay. Next one, format option is important. All the options in the format, very, very important. Format option is important. Lowercase, uppercase, capitalize each word, trim, all these are important. Merge columns is important. Merge columns is important. Next, under extract option is important. In that extract option, all the options are important. All the options are important in extract. Next one is standard option is important. Standard. Next one is round option is important. Inside the rounding, you will see round option, right? Only this is important. Understand? Inside the rounding, round option is important. Next one is date option is important. Date options are very, very important. Date options are very important. Understand? Next, in add column, column from examples are very important. In add column tab, column from examples are very important. Next one is custom column is very important. Custom column is important. Conditional column is important. Conditional column is important. Index column is important. Index column is important. Duplicate column is important. Duplicate column is important. That's it. These are all the important options in transform. Understand clearly or not? At least you have to practice more practice on these options. You will have complete idea on transform data. Understand clearly or not? What is column distribution? See here, column distribution means how many unique values are there, how many distinct values are there. Means, see here, here, see here, distinct and unique. What is the difference between those two? Means Distinct means each value one record only it is considered. One related how many are there it will count. That is called distinct. Suppose three times is there, but you need to consider only one record. Like that, whichever values are there, each value we need to consider as only one. That is called distinct. Unique means one related record, how many are there? That means only one value is there. Any suppose for example two. Two is three times are there. Those we need to those we don't want to consider. Whichever value is only one time it is there, those related one we need to consider. And it will count how many are there, one related record. That is called unique. Understand? Real-time scenarios and transform. What are the real-time scenarios? Let's discuss about this. See here. What is the first option? See here. Some real-time questions I prepared this one. So based on that, that means most of the users, what they are expecting, that related one I'm preparing like a questions wise. Okay. You have to answer with what options we are using in transform data. See here. I have a date column. How many ways we can display? I have a date column. I want to display month name or week name, month number or week number, year, day, end of month. For generating these, what options are there? Date is the option. First option. What is the next option? Date is the option that is correct. Because I have a date column. With that one, all these are generated by using date option. What is the next option? Open the book. Daily practicing. But don't know. One day also in lab, you both are not missing. But still you forget. That is the one. So that's the reason daily you have to practice multiple times. Hmm? What is the option? Column from examples. With the column from examples also we can generate, right? Another option, if I have a date column means column from examples also generating the same, right? Another option, custom column. Using some language formulas, you can generate the same thing, right? Custom. That means one option is enough. If you remember, one option is enough. Okay. Column from examples, date column option, and custom column. Next, how to change the environment using parameter? We already discussed this one or not? Where? In which option we discussed this particular point? Huh? In which option? Parameter. Manage parameter. Under manage parameter only two ways I explained you. One is filtering column values. Another one is changing environment. Understand clearly? In how many ways? In how many ways we can filter the column values? See here. This option I didn't explain to you. Listen carefully. In how many ways we can filter the column values? One is manage parameter filtering. But if you want to filter the column values in transform data means directly in the column itself, there is a drop down there itself, you can directly filter. Don't use parameter wise filtering. Very, very important option. Means, suppose for example, if you want to filter the column values, it's here. Suppose I want to see three, four related what values are there. Those only I want to see. In ID, three, four values only I want to see. Then what you need to do? Beside the column, there is a drop down is there. Here you can filter the column values. For each and every column, this drop down must and should be there. When you click on this one, here itself, you can sort ascending or descending, or you can directly filter the column values whichever you required it. Suppose, for example, I don't want 2 as well as 6. I want only 3 and 4. You have to check those values only and click on OK. Did you see? Yeah. Understand clearly? Understand clearly now? Okay. If you click on the drop down again, there you will see an option called, another option is number filter. Using this option also you can filter. Very, very important. If you want to filter the column values means beside the column name, there you will see a drop down. When you click on the drop down, either you can directly, whichever values you require, directly can filter the values here, or there you will see some text filters. Here also, suppose for example, did you see like when you click on text filters, you will see equals. Equals means equal to. Not does not equal means not equal to. Begins with, does not begins with. It means starts with a character. Like a similar like operator. Ends with. Contains means anywhere. These are the operator. Whichever operator you require, you can select this one. Did you see? And here you can give the values. See here, and or operator. If you want to give more conditions means go to advanced editor and you can use that one. Understand or not? So very, very important. This also, you just need to give value. See, in drop down also, click on this drop down and give, or else in the manually you have to give the value also and click on OK. Understand clearly or not? There are two ways we can filter the column values. In the when you click on the drop down, directly you can filter the values here, or else by using text filters also you can filter. Very, very important these two. Okay, don't forget it. See, whatever filters you apply here, suppose you're filtering like only BB. I want to see only, see here, only PP related. When you close it, when you close this particular window, transform data window, in the same table itself, in the model also, in the same table, you will see only one record. That means whatever filters you applied in transform data, the same related records only it will shows in the model. In the visualization also, you can see only one record. That means whatever filters you applied in transform data, that it is affected in the model. In the model means in the visualization as well as in the data also you can see that one. Understand clearly that? Is that clear or not? Like this. That is what my question it is. How we can remove the duplicate values? What option? How we can remove the duplicate values for any column? What is the option name? Not in remove columns, in remove rows. In remove rows, there is an option called remove duplicates. By using that option only, we can remove the duplicate values. Understand? Okay. Next one. How we can extract the characters based on the delimiter? Based on the delimiter, you can extract the characters. What option? Where that option is there. Split column is splitting into multiple column. But I want to extract, see here, based on that means before delimiter, after delimiter. Where that option is there. See here. Under transform tab, you will see extract option. Under extract option, text before delimiter, after delimiter, between delimiter, these options are there to implement the same thing. Very, very important. How we can display month number based on month name, or else display month name based on month number. What option? You understand? First read the question first. How we can display month number based on month name column, or I want to display month name based on month number column. What option? Can we use date option? What option? Told you, right? Date option will works only for date type. Is this month name is a date type? What is this month name data type it is? Character. Character related one, how you can implement? What option? Conditional column. Very good. I told you 200 times also. Today also I told you 2, 3 times the same point. Based on the existing column values. Okay, I want to generate my own output means only conditional column. See here, I have a month name column. Month name is a character. Based on the month name column, I want to display month number means only conditional column. I have a week number column. Based on the week number column, I want to generate week name. How to do that one? మరి ఎందుకు అంతసేపు మేడం? ఆ? కొడతామా ఏంటి? మీరు కొడితే ఇక్కడి నుంచి వెళ్ళనిస్తారా నన్ను? తప్పైనా ఒప్పైనా మీరు చెప్పాలి మేడం. చెప్తేనే కదా మాకు తెలుస్తుంది. Conditional column. Conditional column is very, very important. Whatever you want. Suppose, for example, January is there. I want to generate month number. For that one January, I want to give 3. It's my requirement. I want to give the number 3. 1, 2, 10, 11. Anything you can give. Using conditional column only, all these things are generated. Next, what is the difference between merge queries and append queries? What is the difference between merge queries and append queries? Hmm? What is the difference between merge queries and append queries? What is merge queries? Uh, getting a column from another data set is called as merge queries. Append queries means combining a rows of the combining rows. Those are columns. Merge queries are columns. Combining a rows of the multiple data sets into single data set is called append queries. Rows combining the data set is append queries. Next one. How we can combine multiple Excel sheets into single data set. This I didn't explain to you. I will explain to you. Listen. Very, very important in some scenarios. In some scenarios, this option is very, very important. How we can combine multiple Excel sheets into single data set. What option it is there? Let's see. Okay. This is very, very important scenario. Listen carefully. Suppose I want to implement this one. What is the meaning of that one means? I have multiple Excels are there, multiple sheets are there. Okay. Each sheet, what it will create? When we are pulling one sheet into Power BI, how many data sets it created? One sheet, one data set. That means, suppose in the Excel, there are 7 sheets are there. How many data sets are created in Power BI? 7. 7 data set. Suppose, see here, I have in one Excel 7 sheets are there. I have 5 Excels are there. In each Excel, 7 sheets are there. Total, how many data sets we can pull it into Power BI? You understand? In one Excel, there are 7 sheets are there. I have 5 Excels are there. In each Excel, 7 sheets are there. Total, how many data sets we can pull it into Power BI? Hmm. In maths, very weak, huh? Huh? 35. In one Excel itself, 7 is there. That means 5 Excels are there like that. How many? 35. 7 into 5. 35 data sets it is. Suppose today 35. If suppose after 6 months, don't know. No, perfect. So when we are pulling that one, data sets are increased. Once the data sets are increased, it will impact to the performance. It will impact to the performance. That's the reason. What we need to do is there is one concept in Power BI is there. Okay. What is that concept is whatever the Excel sheets are there, all the Excel sheets data into combine into a single data set. That data set I want to pull it into Power BI. That is what my target. You understand what I'm saying? You have there are 5 Excels are there. In each Excel, 7 sheets are there. All the sheets, all the Excel's data into one data set I want to combine. That data set finally I want to pull it into Power BI. Then Power BI will have the give the better performance when compared to pulling all the data sets. All the data set, whatever data is there, in one data set also same data will be there. But instead of pulling individual data set, I want to combine all the data sets into single data set. That data set, I want to pull it into Power BI. For that one, for that one, you have to use, okay, let's see how to implement this concept. Understand or not? Let's see. So, See here. Did you see? I'm creating one folder. Inside the folder, I'm keeping all this. That means you need to create one folder. Inside the folder, you have to place only Excel files. Don't place other related files. First important point. Understand or not? In that one, did you see when you open this Excel one sheet? Did you see there is sheet one is there and sheet two is there? Like that in other Excel also sheet one, sheet two, sheet three, something so on. Did you observe that one? What is the in each data set? What is the difference in between the data sets? Did you observe that one? What you observe in the data sets? Wh- huh? Huh. What it is same? Column names are same. That means if you want to implement this concept means in all the sheets, column names, data type must and should be same. Only column names, data type must and should be same. Understand or not? Column names, data type must and should be same in all the Excels, in all the sheets. Then only we can implement. In one sheet itself, 4 columns are there. In another sheet itself, 6 columns are there. We cannot implement this concept. In all the sheets, same column, same data type. Data, whatever you want, you can take it. Any type of data, either duplicate data or different data, anything you can take it inside the column. But column names, data type must and should be same in all the sheets. Then only we can implement. Understand clear? So whatever column names and everything is there, you have to keep it inside the. So like that, not only to, you can place a number of Excels inside this folder. When you are placing that, you have to keep inside this folder only Excels. Don't put other related files. Understand clearly? Is that clear or not? Is that clear or not? Okay. So only you have to put all the Excels. Okay. Now let's see. You understand, right? Up to now, you understand or not? You need to create one folder and keep it all the Excels, whatever you prepared, those Excels you need to place it in that one. In each and every Excel sheet, what is the rule? Column names, data type must and should be same. Column names, data type must and should be same in all the sheets. Then let's see how to implement this one. See here. First, you need to go to Home tab. Here, you have to select a data source called, see here, in new source, you have to select a data source called, which data source you need to select? Huh? Which data source you need to select it here? Not Excel work. It is individual Excel workbook if you want to connect it. Individual sheet wise. If you want to connect, then you have to use it. You have to select it as folder is the data source. Because under the folder only there are multiple Excels are there, right? So that's the reason you have to select a data source called folder and click on connect. What is the folder path? That only, not Excel related path, folder path only. Go to browse. Where it is there? Huh? Under the desktop. There is combine multiple into single. This is the folder, right? Suppose inside the desktop, inside the folder it is there, you have to expand this one and select the only folder path. That means where your Excel is there, that related folder path you have to select. So this is the one here it is there. Select this one and click on. You have to click on transform data. Understand or not? Whenever we are pulling that one, okay. Now all the Excels in that folder, what are all the Excels are there, that it is there, that it is loaded into Power BI first. But where our data is there? In content column. In content column only data will be there. But this column, this data is in which format? Binary format it is there. You have to convert a binary format into proper table format. You have to convert. So that's the reason. See, this is the column. Remaining columns are Excel names. What is the Excel names? Excel 1, Excel 2. Like that only names is there, right? Same. So this is the main column is required. Remaining columns, whichever you required, you can keep that one. Otherwise, you need to remove those columns. See here, I don't want other columns. Remove that. I want only content because my data is there here only. Okay. So after this, and go to, okay, add column. When you go to add column, there is a custom column is there. Click on this one. For converting binary data into Excel format of data, you have to use one ML language formula. What is that one is called? Excel dot workbook. What is that called? Excel dot workbook. Select this one and close this one. What is that one? Which column it is? Available columns. Select this one. Click on this. Because this data only we need to convert into Excel format of data from binary to Excel. Then click on. Now this is the proper. That means from this to it is converted into table form. Now is this column is required? Not required because from this only this column is generated, right? So you can remove this column. Now see under this table there are different Excels are there, different sheets are there. Those data you need to, how you need to do, click on this drop down. Not required to use this check option, uncheck this one, because if you mention this one, what will happen? Table name dot column names, it will appear. So that's the reason I don't want table name. Just normally what columns are there, I want to display this. Now it is converted into Excel format of it. So under the Excels only sheets data will be there. These are the sheet names data. Again, the data will be there in the data tab. Okay. So accept this one. These are, what is this one? Sheet names. Sheet names. If you want only this column, remaining columns, I want to remove it because my data is there here only. So again, you have to click on this drop down. So now the data is loaded. In all the Excels, in all the sheets data, it is loaded into Power BI with how many data sets? With how many data sets? Single. Did you see? Combine multiple Excels into. Did you see that one? Only one data set. If you are using Excel workbook as a data source, each sheet one data set. But this one, all the data sets are combined into a single data set that it is polluted. Understand clear? Now, but some modifications are required here. Like these whatever column headers are there, I want to put it in the columns. This because these are in the first row, right? I want to put it in the What option you have to use? Whatever first row is there, I want to convert into headers. What option? Use a first row as header option is there, right? Did you see? Now, but in other columns are also it is available. You just need to filter those one. Understand? Let's see. Click on the drop down. And here, except numeric values, there is some ID value is there also there. You have to uncheck this one. Understand clearly. Is that clear? This is how you can combine multiple data sets into single data set. Means this is the procedure. Don't worry. In the document it is mentioned. Okay. Check it in the document. I will share the document also. In the document clearly how to do that one and everything. Okay. By seeing that, again, you have to practice from your end. Understand clearly or not? Any doubts in this one? Huh? How many ways we can change the data source path? Next question. What you are doing? Then see here. How many ways we can change the data source path? What options are there? Very good. Advanced editor is the one option to change the data source path. That is the one. Next one. What is the next option? Data source settings. Do you see this one or not? If you want to change the data source path mean under data source settings, change source is the option to use that one. Another one is advanced editor is the option. Another option also there to change the data source path. How to do that one? See here. Select the data set. On the right side under applied steps, there is a source, right? Double click on the source and you can change the data source path here. Understand clearly? Na? Okay. So these are the one. How we can identify which one is duplicate, which one is reference? You created duplicate tables, right? And you create a duplicate tables or reference tables, means copy of the tables. How we can identify which one is duplicate, which one is reference? By using query dependencies. Okay, by using query. See here, inside this one, see here, there is a query dependencies option is there. Here only we can identify because there is a relationship is there. Understand? With the relationship, we can easily identify which table is the duplicate, which table is the reference. How many ways we can remove the columns? If you want to remove the columns in any data set, I want to remove the column. What options are there? Remove columns. Very good. Okay. Another option. Suppose, for example, I want to remove this particular column. Then under, see here, remove columns is the option. Another option. Right click on the column name. You will see remove and remove other. Same thing here also we can apply it. Understand or not? How many ways? How we can summarize the data? What is the option? Group by is the option. Okay. If you want to summarize the data means only group by is the option. How we can remove the spaces? Very good. What is that one? Trim is the option to remove the spaces. Where the trim option is available? Huh? See, how you need to prepare is don't by heart it. You know how to go to your home, right? How you know that one? Because same way you are repeating, you're going in the same place multiple times. That's the reason you can remember that one. Here also, where that option is there, immediately your mouse need to go to that particular place. Whether it is what option, how it will work later. Immediately with what option we need to implement, you have directly go to. Like that, you have to implement, you have to learn that particular skill. Immediately you have to go. I'm asking this one, go to that one. But how what it will do, how it will later. Okay. First you need to remember immediately where that option is. Okay. Trim where the trim option is there. Hmm? Format. Understand or not? Under the format option is. Next. How many ways to change the text into capitalize each word? You understand or not? That means each word starting character capital letters, remaining all are small letters. What option? Yes. Very good. Under the format, there is an option called capitalize each word. Very, very important this option. Next, how many ways we can combine multiple columns into single column? What option? Merge columns, not merge queries. Okay, that is the first. Another option. What is another option? Column from examples. Using column from examples also we can combine multiple columns into single column, right? Okay, check it out. What is the difference between column quality, column distribution, column profiling? Already explained, right? Okay, under view tab is the column quality, column distribution, column. These are the differences. Sometimes they are asking an interview question. Whatever options we applied in transform data, is it created in a new column or same column or in same column? Meaning, what is the meaning of this question is you are applying so many transformation options. Is the transformation option is applied in the same column or it will create in the new column? Okay, see here. Very important is in home tab options, in home tab transformation options or transform tab transformation options. If you apply for any column, in the same column options are applied. Suppose for example, I want to apply this option. What will happen? See here. In the same column it is applied or not? In the same column the option is applied or not? Hmm? I applied the under extract first characters option. In the same column it is applied. Which column you selected? On the same column that option is applied. That means in home tab options or transform data options, transform option are applied in the same column. That means which column you selected, on that column those options are applied. But in add column, whatever options you applied from here to here, any option if you apply in add column, that option it is applied in the new column. Remember this point. You understand what I'm saying? In add column, whatever options are available here, those options are applied in the new column. Understand clearly? Okay. You understand, right? In home and transform data in the same column. Vijay, you are saying like in home and transform data in the same column it is applied. But in this also, I need to apply it in the new column. How to do that one? You understand my question or not? You understand my question or not? In home and transform data in the same column, which column you are selected in the same column, it is applied. But I want to apply it in the new column itself. Same home and transform data options are not available in add column every time. Did you see the advanced editor here or remove columns option here? No, right? So that's the reason. Okay. In transform or home options, we can apply it in a new column. How to do that one? Online tip. Add a new column is the option that you can. So all the options are not available in add, right? Understand or not? In home and transform data, all the options are not available in the add column. What I want to apply it? How to do that one? Means what you have to do is you have to create the duplicate column first. What is that one? Create the duplicate column. In the duplicate column, it is there in the new column, right? Here itself, that option is applied. Understand or not? On the duplicate column, you have to apply that option. That it is in the new column, or like that we have to understand clearly. Next one. Next one is, what is this one? What is the last one? How we can copy the data set from one report to another. I have one data set in another report. The same data set, same options I want to create it in my data set. Means if you want to create like that means same thing if you want to implement it is a time taking process. Same transformation options, everything you need to apply it because the same data set data you required to use it in your data set. How to do that one? See here. Let's see. Suppose for example, see here. So in Naresh IT B27 report, there are so many data sets are there. Any of the data set I want to put it, I want the same copy of the data set in another report. It is. First, you have to open to the Naresh IT B27, this report. Okay. And go to advanced editor. Sorry, go to transform data. Click on transform data. Which data set you want to copy? That data set you need to select it here. Select the data set first and immediately go to advanced editor. What is that? Advanced editor. See what I am doing. Did you observe each and every option or not? Go to advanced. Copy all the steps, whatever it is there here. That's it. Okay. Now, In which report? In which report you want to copy? Go to that particular report. Understand or not? Under home. Okay. What is the data source you have to choose? Means, see here. In this particular report, also, suppose for example, you are there in Naresh ITB. In this data set, I want to put it. Understand or not? In this report, I want to paste the same data set. Then what you have to do? Here also you need to go to transform. You understand what I'm doing, right? In B27, go to transform data. Which data set you want to copy? That data set you need to select it and go to advanced editor, copy all the steps. Open another report. In which data set the same copy is required, open that particular report. And there also you have to go to the transform data. Here, you have to select a data source called blank query. What is that? Blank query. Click on that blank query. Immediately go to advanced editor. Immediately you have to go to advanced editor. Instead of copy whatever the data is there, you have to remove that one and paste it what you copy another report. And click on this. See here. Same data set with the same transformation steps. Everything it is created in this one. But the data set name is, when we create this one, query 1, query 2, like that it will show. You can change the name, whatever you require. Okay. Understand clearly or not? Any doubts in this one? This is about, okay. Okay. This is how you can copy the data set from one report to another report. You have any doubts in this one? All the options are completed. Today, I will share the document remaining complete transform data with a real-time scenario question and answers also. The document, I will share it to you in the Google Classroom. Check it once. Tomorrow, what is the new topic we need to discuss? Tomorrow, what is the new topic we need to discuss? DAX functions. What is that one? DAX. Very, 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 very important. Don't miss DAX functions. In other training classes, DAX functions, they are taking only 2 to 3 days. But my classes are 10 classes will be there. Each and every function, I need to explain it in real-time manner, how the DAX functions are implemented. I need to explain all those things. Understand clearly? Okay, we can stop it here and we'll continue tomorrow. Yeah, Suresh and Tony. Yeah, thank you, man. Like you're asking.
No? You're asking Shubham Power Apps related document. Did I say Power Apps document? I shared to share that document to you. No, right?
When I was May month, I was talking to you, sir. May month I did join. That time I was ill. I asked some document share, sir, like that I told. Once you joined, we will share like that you told. So that's what I asked.
No, no, we cannot share the documents like that. Okay.
Okay, sir.
We are joining the classes of Power Apps related one. Then only you will understand what classes will happen. Otherwise, Vijay, what is that one? Vijay, what is this one? We cannot share the documents like that. Understand?
Okay,
When you listen my classes, then only you will understand what is
okay.
Power Apps and what options they are implemented. And everything you understand based on
No,
that.
sir. Just I want to basics. Sir. What is the purpose related to Power
See,
BI
for,
and those things?
for basic related Power Apps related work, better to check with Udemy course. Okay.
Okay,
Udemy.
sir.
Udemy is there. There
Okay.
itself you can check it so that you will have some clarity on this one.
Sir, it is very necessary for Power BI. You should know Power Apps.
Power Power Apps is very important. This see Power Platform is very important in future. Okay.
Okay.
Power BI, Power Apps, Power Automate. These must and should you have to learn. Okay.
No, sir.
Whenever I'm teaching Power Apps, Power Automate, so you guys
Okay.
need to join. In the last batch itself, I take the free Power Apps classes.
Yes, sir. You told on May month. You told you that that is going to complete like that. You told.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uh,
So whenever the free batches like SQL Server free batches are there, Power Apps free batches are there, Power Automate free batches are there. At that point of time, you guys can join and listen what I'm doing. Right now, there is no free batches. Okay. So whenever every 3 months or 4 months, we are conducting some free batches. At that point of time, you guys need to join and listen those to you. Understand?
so it's a IT purpose power apps are using, sir.
Yeah, IT purpose.
Okay,
IT,
sir.
that is IT. It is a
But
different.
power, sir. But Power BI every industry is using, right, sir? Power BI.
Every industry, each and every small related companies also nowadays they are using Power BI.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Actually, I'm working in call center. Sometimes I'm missing the class also due to the timing. I'm learning my free time. That time, if I have any doubts, I can raise in a group.
You
I
can,
can
you can
ask.
yeah, yeah. You can raise any doubts in the group itself or check with Harsha. Or else if you want to talk with me means on Saturday or Friday, we can sit together. At 10:30 I'm free. You have to ping personally in the Telegram group itself. Understand?
10
Not
to
in
11, na, sir.
after 10:30. After
After 10.
10:30,
Morning or
you are
evening? Morning, sir.
night you are pinging in 11 o'clock. Huh?
No, sir. No. I'm asking
Not
morning
morning.
10:30 to 5 later, right, sir.
Yeah. You
Okay,
have to
sir.
ping it in the Telegram separate ping, okay? Not in the group itself. Okay.
Sir,
You
I
just
don't have your ID, sir. It's in a group you are having, sir.
check it my ID. Okay.
Yeah,
ID.
okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Guys, we can stop it here and we'll continue.